How will the world react if the next entity to declare bankruptcy is a nation? Who is next in line if that were to happen?
The cold reality is that in the global war on poverty, trade is much more important than aid.
My dear hope is that political leaders will have the courage and the humility as well to overcome political sensitivity and concerns and doctrines which are perfectly legitimate for the sake of the global economy.
The global financial crisis, as you've seen, there's been a lot of damage.
In a country, you have a leader. In a company, you have a boss. In an orchestra, you have a conductor. What do you have in the international system? Who is the leader? We need global leadership.
Program that you're about to hear about is a big idea at a time when such ideas are sorely lacking.
This program is fully implemented, that it could enhance or increase global trade volume by up to $1.2 trillion, as well as reduce the cost of trading by about $700 billion a year, which is quite ambitious and creates obviously up to 100 million jobs. We need to continuously focus on how to do things better.
So in continuation of our MOU with GCEL, CII has now become the country partner.
With GCEL, we do believe that we can make our region more competitive and more efficient.
On behalf of the African Union and the African Union Commission, we are so happy to be with you here today and to start this new and exciting venture. This journey that we start today is one that we have waited for some time in Africa.
الربيع العربي كانت بداياته شرارة انطلقت نتيجة الوضع الاقتصادي، نتيجة غياب الهيومن ويلث كما هو شعار هذه الندوة. كانت ردة فعل على الظلم وعلى الديكتاتورز ويلث مقابل الهيومن ويلث.
Au niveau des pays de l'OCI, l'application du programme qui va commencer par des pays comme les Émirats arabes unis, l'Arabie saoudite et bientôt, Inch'Allah, le Maroc, ça va augmenter le commerce intra-OCI de 75 milliards de dollars par an. Ça veut dire qu'on est aujourd'hui à 18%. Si on applique à l'horizon 5 ans ce programme, que j'espère on va commencer dès demain, on va atteindre les objectifs fixés par les chefs d'État.
the reality is that leadership has to come from a complex interaction of groupings of countries that take the lead, but it's a group, not one person, it's a system.
We must learn from history while leveraging 21st century tools. History reveals that the steel box or the marine container significantly reduced the cost of trade, contributing to decades of increased trade, leading to prosperous economies. We must be able to do it once more. The question remains, in the present digital era, how can today's technology reduce the cost of trade, thus achieving the needed efficiency to rapidly make the engine of the real economy hum again? We all recognize that individual and partial efforts are not enough. The solution cannot be the product of one company, one country, or one region. It must be the product of something greater. The solution must be made by us, all of us. More than 150 countries, 22 NGOs, and the world's most prominent firms, with 2.7 million manpower servicing 60% of the world's GDP, have come together under a public-private partnership, offsetting geopolitical and monopolistic concerns to deliver a comprehensive solution dedicated to benefit all nations and peoples around the world. The best minds of the world, competing against each other in the marketplace, have now unprecedentedly come together under one roof, protected by the international community, to work collectively and provide the desperately needed solution to the waiting world, all the world, delivering the Medeas, the multi-dimensional digital economy application system. The Medeas encompasses the most innovative e-commerce, e-finance, e-insurance and e-logistics digital platform, rapidly delivered in a non-intrusive manner, free of cost to all users globally. This is the time when global transformation begins. It begins with the genesis of the e-hub of the world. The e-hub of the world will give birth to the Medeas, providing the required tools to sustain new economic growth by reducing annual trade costs by $1.3 trillion, increasing trade by $1.2 trillion, creating 100 million jobs, and generating a new $6 trillion service market opportunity. The e-hub of the world will be under the protection of the international community, thus ensuring transparency and that everyone in the world will have continuous access to the Medeas at all times. The e-hub of the world will be governed by two boards. First, a governance board involving 28 semi-government organizations from around the world. Second, a technical board consisting of the top 12 technology firms from the 4 regions of the world, selected through a transparent equal opportunity process. These well-renowned and trusted firms will govern, enhance the Medeas, and provide global access to everyone in the world at no cost to the end user. The required 21st century trade efficiency tools will be placed at our fingertips to triumph over battered economies, crushing debt, and market instability. Finally, we have the power to connect the strengths of the world community, creating well-being across humanity, rebalancing our global economy towards a prosperous world for all. The change is here. The time is now, and the prosperous future begins with us. All of us.